farm friends, welcome to Haven Acres. This is Stacy, and I am going to go out and check the garden areas today, and I figured I would bring you along so I could document the date and what our garden is looking like this year. We're definitely behind compared to last year, and so I don't know, is this the norm for us, or was last year the norm for us? I don't know. So that's why I like to document these things, and you know, in years to come we'll have a better understanding of what it's like to garden here at Haven Acres. So the spinach that we planted in our old sink is doing awesome, and we had our nieces here, a few of our nieces here over the weekend, and it just blessed my heart. Every time they came outside, they grabbed some spinach to eat fresh. And they don't live in the country, they live in the city, and it really just blessed my heart that they were so enjoying the spinach. And in the garden we have our onions, which are doing pretty decently. I did lose some at the beginning, which is a bit of a bummer, but such is life. With gardening, there are no guarantees, but I think we're gonna get a pretty decent harvest. I mean, you know, that shows you the size, so I'm sure they're bulbing up underneath the ground. And our garlic is looking great. It has not set scapes yet. We have friends that are a couple of hours south of us, and they picked scapes today. I suspect they'll be shooting up scapes pretty soon, but this isn't a crop that we would be picking until later in the year anyhow, but I think it's looking great, and that will be enough garlic for us for the whole year. Our carrots are looking okay. We've got some, I had a few onions that didn't fit in the bed originally when I planted, so I just put them on the front of the carrots. But the carrots themselves are doing okay. I do need to weed in there, but they're not competing with the weeds too much right now, so that's okay. This bed of carrots definitely would not last us the whole year, but I think I will grow some in the high tunnel later on to maybe try and get a fall crop. We did not plant any tomatoes because Jesse and I don't really enjoy fresh tomatoes, but we had 3 that volunteered themselves. So I left them there. They're in a space that there were no carrots anyhow. So I left them there. I'm gonna let them grow. And, you know, we'll enjoy a few. And I will can them. It just takes a lot of tomatoes, in my opinion, to do anything worthwhile in the canning department. So it's not the best use of my time as far as I'm concerned. My friend Marcy gave me some cute little rounds that had seeds in them for lettuce. So I planted them, and that looks great. These are beets. This is our beet bed. Gosh, they're so pretty. So there's 3 different kinds of beets here. Detroit. Then we have, these are called golden beets, which I'm trying to see if you can see the difference in the stem. Golden beets are exactly what you would think. The beet itself is yellow. And then these are called bull's blood. So another red beet. Look how pretty those are. You can actually eat the beet greens. So this bed's doing pretty well. This bed has taken a beating. This is just a mixture of cauliflower and broccoli, and the wind has seriously trashed a lot of our brassicas this year. I'm gonna pick this. Look at this little tiny broccoli. I'm gonna pick it. Because surely that's not gonna be enough to feed anybody, and I'm not sure what's going on. And then that is a squash plant of some type. Have no idea what it is, but it volunteered, so we're letting it be. Yeah, as you can see, the wind has just really trashed so many of our brassicas. This row is much the same. If these don't pick up pretty soon, I will just plant some green beans in there. This is a row of cabbage, which is doing pretty well. So clearly the cabbage plants were sturdy enough that the wind hasn't completely destroyed them. Bugs are eating the leaves a little bit, but that's okay. We try to practice organic gardening, and that's just one of the things that happens. Let's see, can I tell what it is? Could be slugs. That is just windbreak, so that's a bummer. But what are you going to do? Such is life. As I've said before, you can plant, you can be the best gardener, but there are still no guarantees. A deer can come in, jump the fence, eat it all, slugs, bugs, wind, hailstorm, anything. Get an extra amount of rain. Anything can happen. So these are our potatoes. Those are the Yukon Gold potatoes. They are looking great. We have some all blue potatoes over here, which I just think it's so pretty that hard to tell, but the actual stems are a blue color along with the potato. Look how pretty the potato flowers are. They're beautiful. Those are looking decent, but not as big as the Yukon Golds, but we'll keep going. And then these are a russet potato. I don't recall the variety. Started with a C. That's all I can remember. We've got some leeks that I left in the ground from last year, and they are going to seed. So although we won't be able to eat the leeks this year, I am letting them go to seed. I'll save the seed, and then perhaps next year we can have some leeks. It was an experiment just to leave them in the ground and see what happens. Here we have more broccoli and cauliflower, which again, wind damage. Seems like a bit of wasted space in these rows now that so many have been damaged. So I'll come back through and plant something that's pretty quick growing in there. This row is looking pretty good, so I'm happy about that. I believe this is broccoli, if memory serves. So it's looking okay. It's not looking fantastic, but it is looking okay. Something really is eating the heck out of them though. I suspect slugs. And then we have cabbage. The cabbage is looking good. It's actually looking really good. So I'm super happy about that. We do enjoy a lot of cabbage. I can it, and by canning it, I don't mean sauerkraut. I mean, I have a really great recipe for canned coleslaw. And our peas. The peas are looking great. This is a different variety of pea. It's a bush pea. So, versus a climbing pea. And they are definitely looking great. They're starting to send out flowers, and somewhere I actually saw, oh yeah, look, our first little, look at that, how cute is that? We got peas coming, yay! So that's it down here in the garden. It's doing okay. It's doing okay. I forgot to mention, talking about the peas, when my brother-in-law, sister-in-law, and their girls were here the other day, I wanted them to experience all they could of fresh eating. So even though we didn't have any peas ready for them to eat, I picked off some pea shoots for them and had them taste them. If you've never done that, you should try it, or buy some pea shoots at a farmer's market or a farm stand. They taste just like peas, like for real. They taste like fresh peas, and they are wonderful in a salad or just to snack on. And inside the hoop house, things are doing all right. We've got some calendula started. The peppers are doing fairly well. We had a few that didn't make it, but that's normal. So we've got peppers, and then we've got some basil coming up in between. So that's nice. We've got Ozark, red peppers, padron peppers, bullnose peppers, large orange, I think it was called. And then the beans with cucumbers down the middle are doing fairly well. We definitely have cucumber beetle. All right, here we are on day 2 because my camera died. My phone died. So I had to stop the tour, but we're back at it. As I was saying yesterday, things in the hoop house are doing okay. However, cucumber beetles are here. So every day I come out and I squish them and they multiply again. But I'm gonna keep at it. I have ordered some DE, diatomaceous earth, food grade, as we do try really hard to keep with organic practices. I don't want to spray any pesticide on our plants because not only do I not want to spray pesticides on our plants and food, that's, you know, part of the whole point of growing your own food, but I do not want to do anything that would negatively impact our bees. And absolutely any insecticide would do that. So we're going to continue on with our organic gardening methods and do our best. It is my belief that if you want to garden organically, then you should just plant more than you're going to need. That way, if bugs get them, well, hopefully you will still have enough for yourself. Keep your plants as healthy as you can. And go on with life. I mean, there's just some things that you cannot control. But look at this exciting. That is baby zucchini right there. So that's super awesome. We have zucchinis coming. Oh, all right, this is cool. So, right, see those pests right there? You have to know your pest. I believe that big brown one is what is called a soldier beetle. And what I understand is that they will actually eat the cucumber beetles. So that's awesome. So I don't want to squish that one. They're called leather wings or soldier beetles. I'm not going to squish him. I am going to continue on squishing the yellow and black ones because those are cucumber beetles and they will wreak havoc. More little zucchinis down there. Awesome. All right, so I'm going to continue on with what I'm doing. Continue on picking these cucumber beetles. Look, we've got little yellow squash in there too. See them? Those are little crookneck summer squash coming. So very exciting. Oh, Daisy May. I don't know if you heard that little like noise, but that was actually a deer at the end of the hoop house. And I have Daisy out here with me, so I started hollering at her because I didn't want her to chase the deer. Even though I don't want the deer in the hoop house eating our vegetables, I don't want her chasing the deer either. So I have her with me. She's actually right there. We will carry on with what we're doing. This is our June garden tour, and I hope you're all doing well and that you have a great day.